of, the lips are moving, but we don't know what you're saying, right? You're just kind of like a deer in the headlights. Okay, and you repeat the last thing that they said and hope that that's active listening, right? When you, oh yeah, oh right, yeah. What was, I didn't get the last part. You repeat that? Active listening doesn't work half the time, right? Because what women say, it doesn't make any sense half the time, right? It's not logical. You have a few beers, you get a little intoxicated, or maybe a little bit inebriated with something. They make a lot more sense, right? Logic, things that are not logical and they're illogical become a little bit more logical because it doesn't really make sense, but it becomes a little bit more entertaining because you're kind of having a good time because you're feeling a little bit better, and it doesn't have to make sense no more, right? So that's the thing, though. You cannot go in there expecting to be loved unconditionally. It's always based on condition, what you can bring to the table, what you can bring to the relationship, what you can bring to, make your kids' life better and her life better and help make the world a better place and all these other bullshit. So that's all for now. But the good news with that is, for women who are like, how do I get my man to love me just a little bit more? Make him feel like the most important person, not just in the room because he's there, but fucking of all time, and then he ain't going nowhere, right? Because most women, they don't do that. It's always like, why can't you be more like Mark? Or why can't you be more like Frank? Because he opens the door. And why don't you be more like Larry? Because Larry always takes her out to the movies, and fucking Bob always takes her out dancing, and all he did. And why don't you go marry Bob and Larry, and why don't you go fucking marry all the motherfuckers then, right? That's how we feel, and that's why you can't be talking like that. But you guys do that all the time. So, but if you make the guy feel like the most important person, not just in the room, but the best guy that you ever met in your life, and he's gonna start being like that guy that says, what do you want me to do? You want me to lasso the moon? I'll lasso that moon, I'll bring it right in for you, right? I mean, I'll do everything you fucking want, right? But you're into a bitch all of a sudden. You're this great mom, but then you can't be a wife, right? So that's the problem. It can't always be about what can the man bring to the relationship if you ain't gonna bring nothing to the table. Sound fair enough? You gotta freaking make the guy feel validated. Just because we can go through walls and lift over for 1,000 pounds with our bodies and things like that, we may feel invincible, but you chip away at those layers of hardness in the body, and then the mind breaks down a little bit eventually, right? You can't just take negative pot shots 24 hours.